Hi everyone, this is Janica again. Hope you like or hope you watch my recent videos, not my TikToks, my recent videos of unboxing of plants from Surala, South Cotabato and Hagonoy Digos del Sur. So those two sellers are very recommended. I highly recommend them. They're kind and they are, they really value your money and they value your trust in buying their plants. So for those two sellers, for today's video, I'm going to have a continuation about variety, cultivars, hybrids, and heirlooms. So for variety, they're natural occurring variegations, or there are varieties of plants that has this natural occurring variegations that are observed through their leaves and through their flowers. They're in the wild. There are two kind of natural variegation. There's bicolor and tricolor. Example of these plants are Calathea triostar, the snake plants, some of the peace lilies, some caladiums, and so on. These natural variegations are genetically written in their DNAs, but some of their traits are not stable. So horticultures often create cultivars and hybrids to accelerate the natural patterning. But there's also a natural kind of variegation, which we call reflection variegation or the blistered variegation. This naturally occurs when tiny air pockets or blisters are formed between the different layers of the plant's tissue. When the light hits the areas, it is referred to creating types of silvery shine. And the best example of reflection variegation or blister variegation is this Syndosuspictus. All their variety or most of their varieties. If you notice, if you have your own Syndosuspictus, you can see that in the leaves there's something silvery or shiny or silver and shiny thing going down there. So that's the patch, or that's the air layer, tiny air layer or air pockets that happened or that occur in the plant's tissue, in the different layer of the plant's tissue. So next is the cultivar. Cultivar are very popular and very, we know it. We heard it oftentimes. We often dream of having cultivar plants. Actually, sometimes, yeah. So this cultivar or cultivated variety of plants, both horticulturists and botanists selected plants with unstable type to make it more stable or to accelerate their pattern, just as what I've said earlier. So through scientific hybridization, plants were selected to undergo mutation. Okay. There's also what we call Chimeral Variegation. So back to the cultivar. One of the famous cultivar that we have is Enjoy Photos, the Glacier, the what else? Wait, I'm shook. So those are cultivars. Wait, this one, the Global Green. This is also cultivar. This one is cultivar. This is a product of 3 plants, I think. This has Golden Photos. This has yellow. I don't know where did they get that yellow traits, and then they have the regenerated one. So yeah, it's a cultivar or tissue cultured maybe. And then we have also Chimeral Variegation. Chimeral Variegation are plants who undergone genetic mutation, where some tissue of the plant is stable to produce chlorophyll while the others is not. Okay, result is mixed green parts on the leaves. Example, the Monstera variegata. Okay, or um, to preserve its traits, they use air layering practice in propagation. By the way, in PNJ or pearls and jade, it's hybridized. It's a selective mutation of marble queen, okay, and it undergone gamma radiation, I think, and then the single uniform stem. It's a single uniform stem mutation, and then when there's new um, variety coming out, which they call it cultivar, so they replant it, and then now that's what we call the Persian jade. So with the glacier, also with Thai constellation, that's a product also of tissue culture. Yeah, that's chimeral variegation. What else? We also have Tetrasperma blue. Actually, the start of Tetrasperma blue, they're going to make Tetrasperma pertusa. But since the outcome of the breakthrough of their hybridization, or the process, the breakthrough of the experiment became not the way that they wanted to, so they still call it the Tetrasperma blue, because we call the original Tetrasperma as green. So the new Tetrasperma, or the blue one, has the elongated leaves and more pointy, while the original Tetrasperma green, or the original Tetrasperma, has really a kind of a rounder or a heart shape, which resembles to a monstera. By the way, Tetrasperma green, they call that a mini monstera because of its shape, but that's not monstera. That's Rhaphidophora. Okay. Where am I now? We also have hybrids, or the plants that have undergone hybridization. So they are from seeds, they pollinate the seeds, and it takes time to stabilize the hybrid outcome of a plant. So it's expensive to have a hybrid plant. For example of hybrid is the Florida, with Squamiferum and Quertifolium. I forgot the name of the outcome. Some of the hybrids are the Imperial, the Congo, the Autumn, the Prince of Orange, the Green, the Moonlight, the PPP, and more. So, in doing hybrids, they basically get red traits from the Imperial, green traits from Moonlight, and then orange traits from the Prince of Orange. So they are the basics. Okay. So I read it from Florida State, Philodendron Hybrid 1996 Journal, of Florida State University Horticulture Society. Florida State Horticulture Society 1916. Of West and Miller, Philodendron Hybrids. That's the journal. So, yes, those are the hybrids. For heirloom, they are natural selection that has been in its cultivation for 50 years and beyond. So, example of this one is the alocasia, giant green taro. Okay, that's heirloom. So, and other variegated plants that are cultivated for 50 years and more. So, hope you like this video. Hope this gives you information about variegations, and hope you appreciate more nature. Hope you appreciate these people who works hard to satisfy our eyes with good-looking plants, and hope you still love plants that has natural without any mix of chemical plants, and that's all. So let's help one another in cultivating and growing plants. I know that's everybody's hobby or everybody's goals to have a good plants, and of course to sell, maybe to sell later, okay, or to share later. Why not? So let's spread good vibes. That's all for today. That's all for today's class of variegations and all about variegations about plants. And that's all. Bye bye. God bless you guys.